Welcome back to Soulful Sessions, where we soften, slow down, and reconnect with what's sacred within. I'm your host, Jessica Clarice, and today we're diving into a concept that came to me in an unexpected yet serendipitous moment: defragmenting femininity. Now, this idea was actually something that I had wrote an outline for that I did this last year. I was going through my Google Docs earlier to see what would the next podcast episode be, and then I went a little too far down the list, and I saw an old doc of my concept, defragmenting femininity, and I thought, now this is a good time to share because I do feel like a lot of women need to hear this. You may be wondering, what does defragmenting even mean? And I'll let you in a little fun fact. I'm a little bit of a computer nerd. I went to a technical high school as well as I continue my computer education in college. By definition, defragmentation is a term used in computing. It refers to the process of reorganizing scattered pieces of data on a hard drive to bring related data closer together, making the system run more smoothly and efficiently. It's about restoring order and wholeness. Now, to make this a little easier, Cliff Notes version, what that means is in a computer, there's so much junk data that's floating around and it slows down our system. And so, what the defragmentation process does is it pulls together any data that is relevant in relation and bring it together like puzzle pieces to make a whole picture. And once they bring all that whole pictures of related data together, any junk data that is basically useless is deleted from the system because we don't need it. It slows us down. And the same way can go for women. Now let's apply that to femininity. Femininity is a collection of qualities, characteristics, and energies that embody being a woman. But in a world that often dictates how we should express our femininity, many of us feel fragmented, scattered pieces of ourselves disconnected from the whole. Now, when we think of basically defragmenting, we are thinking in, feminine terms, bringing together the best qualities each woman has to make it back to being whole again. The name Defragmenting Femininity came to me while I was attempting to defragment an old laptop. And to be honest, it was not successful. It was way too ancient to revive, so rest in peace, Dell laptop. At the time, I was texting a group of my girlfriends, arranging a dinner meetup, and sharing how I have been feeling, feeling cute. I was feeling myself at that day. And in that moment, I had, a little aha moment. What if I created a space for women to reconnect with their divine feminine energy, just like defragmenting a hard drive? And then that's when I came up with the idea of defragmenting femininity in creative empowerment circles. So, what in particular does it mean to defragment our femininity? It means gathering the scattered pieces of our divine feminine essence, the seen and the unseen, the light and the shadow, and embracing them fully. It means accepting ourselves as whole rather than fragmented. It's about creating a space where we can nurture ourselves and each other, where we can shed our expectations and embody the women we desire to be, not the version that society tries to tell us we should be. Becoming one with your feminine energy is becoming one with creation itself. Many women are natural creators, not just, in a physical sense, but in art, storytelling, the ability to birth ideas into existence. Yet, without the confidence needed, softness as well, and the support, creativity can be stifled. And that often happens. And that leads us to hesitate, fearing rejection or judgment, and also afraid to take up space. And then we learn to be quote unquote humble. But in the right circle of women, there's no judgment, only just support. Now imagine this standing witness as another woman rises, knowing she stands witness for you in return. And that is the power of sisterhood. That is the essence of defragmenting femininity. Now, what can a creative empowerment circle? Now, think of it for a moment. We already talked about defragmenting femininity. Now, let's talk about a creative empowerment circle. A lot of women, a lot of people in general believe that they have to do everything by themselves. They have to do things alone. And here's the newsflash. We are not meant to do a lot of shit by ourselves. Yes, there are going to be some things that we have to do by ourselves because no one else can do it for us. But as for like being truly by ourselves, that I call shenanigans on that. And we don't basically live in this world just doing everything by ourselves for like our entire lives. That's just like, I don't know, that's like hell on earth if we don't never get any support. So that's why the idea of a creative empowerment circle for women came to me with Defragmenting Femininity. And this is what like some offerings can look like from, this circle. This is what I envision. Now, number one, embracing our intuition. We can begin sharing our personal stories of moments where we trusted our intuition, how it guided us, protected us, or led us towards alignment. Through mutual feedback and support, we can affirm for each other that our inner knowing is powerful and valid. And in the sisterhood, we amplify each other's wisdom. This is basically like key right here because a lot of us are always thinking that we are crazy for, having a certain feeling that my intuition is trying to talk to me. And then, sometimes guys or other people will be like, nah, that's just you being crazy or anything like that. And then when the thing happens and we already know what's going to happen, we sit here like, I should have just listened to myself. We have a broken trust within ourselves and we have to learn how to trust ourselves again. Number two, creative expression in the community. A safe space for sharing, whether it's art, writing, or creative ideas. Maybe we can co-create something together like an art piece or a collective story. Creativity thrives in safe, nurturing environments, and this circle just can help foster that. So a lot of us are very creative. We just don't get the right support that basically help us. Because, we have those little friends that be like laughing at your idea like, haha, yeah, that's funny. Like fat chance. Like, no, that's not a supportive friend. That's, a fuckhead. Excuse my language, but cut him off. But when you're in the right circle and you express yourself without judgment, that's when you can continue to flourish. 3, manifesting with feminine energy. A group manifestation ritual where each woman sets an intention for success, abundance, and alignment. The power of manifestation is magnified in community, and together we can create a ripple effect of energy and possibility. Now, when it comes to manifestation rituals, we're so used to doing rituals by ourselves, which is fine. We can do it by ourselves. But there is something about coming together with a little coven to manifest everyone's dreams at the same time. It's even more stronger when their dreams do have a little bit of a relation with each other. It comes like the universe, we're sending the message to the universe, and the universe gets it. They're like, oh wow, there's a group of women that have petitioned for us to, make their wishes come true. Now we're going to have to open the floodgates for them. 4, building a sisterhood. Throughout gatherings, we cultivate open dialogue, deep sharing, and sacred witnessing. This is a space of non-judgment where feminine energy is not only embraced but celebrated. A place where we could return to our essence and feel safe in our own presence and that of others. Now, this is going to be very difficult with a lot of women because there are a lot of women that are very isolated, they're very solitary, and they're introverted. And I'm not saying that there's nothing wrong with being an introvert, but it does help when you're with a group. It doesn't have to be 15 people. It can just be like a small group of 4 of the most trusted people, the most trusted women, to sit together and share what's on our chest, because sometimes there are things that could be weighing us down and it's in our chest and we don't have a way to like get it out. And if we don't get it out, it starts to eat our soul alive and we just start to not feel good about ourselves. And within the right circle, especially, it's a judgment-free zone to just simply vent out with like the collective permission of the group. You're just venting out. You're not asking for advice. You're just there to be witnessed and be heard and be seen, because it's hard for a woman. It's hard for a woman to be seen in this world. And we just want to be with our ladies, be seen, and have a mimosa. A potential runner-up that I have thought about is balancing masculine and feminine energies, learning how to integrate both into harmony for a more aligned life. Because while feminine energy is energy we're learning how to rest and receive. When it comes to manifesting, we do have to take actionable steps, which is the masculine energy. But many of us are always in our masculine energy. But for today, I invite you to reflect, where in your life do you feel fragmented? How can you begin the process of gathering those scattered pieces and coming home to yourself? Let's continue this conversation together. If this resonates with you, connect with me on social media, share your thoughts, and let's build this sacred space as a community. If you enjoyed today's episode, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps build this sisterhood and allows me to continue these soulful conversations. Thank you for tuning into Soulful Sessions. Until next time, may you embrace your femininity in its fullest, most radiant form. Love you. Peace.